The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the special military operation. In South Donetsk direction, the Vostok group of forces units supported by artillery thwarted the enemy's attempt to launch a counterattack close to Novomikhailovka. AFU infantry was neutralized. 6 attempts to rotate the AFU units close to Staromayorskoye, Ravnopol, and Chervonoy were foiled. Motor vehicles and manpower of the armed forces of Ukraine were neutralized. During counter-battery warfare, the enemy lost 1 Polish-made Krab self-propelled artillery system and 5 mortar crews. Operational tactical aviation, missile troops and artillery inflicted fire damage on clusters of manpower and hardware of AFU 72nd Mechanized, 79th Air Assault, 58th Motorized Infantry, and the 127th Territorial Defense Brigades close to Novomikhailovka, Konstantinovka, Ugoldar, Novodonskoye, Yurzhinoy, and Staromayorskoye. The enemy lost up to 145 Ukrainian servicemen killed and wounded, as well as an ammunition depot and motor vehicles. In Kupyansk direction, operational tactical aircraft of the Zapad group of forces carried out missile and bomb strikes on temporary deployment areas of the AFU 14th, 41st, 43rd, 44th Mechanized Brigades and 101st Territorial Defense Brigade close to Petropavlovka, Peshino, and Stepove and Novoslovka. The Zapad group of forces Ka-52 and Mi-28 attack helicopters launched strikes at a cluster of manpower, weapons, and military hardware of AFU 14th, 32nd Mechanized, and 25th Airborne Brigades close to Ivanovka, Stelmakovka, Berestovoy, and Olivovsky Yar. During counter-battery warfare, the group's artillery destroyed 3 mortar crews of the enemy close to Zagairovka, Kislovka, and Stepove and Novoslovka. The total losses of the enemy amounted to more than 70 servicemen, 1 pickup truck, and 1 Lelika 100 fixed-wing unmanned aerial vehicle. In Kupyansk direction, units of the Zapad group of forces supported by aviation, artillery, and heavy flamethrower systems repelled 3 attacks launched by assault groups of the AFU 30th Mechanized Brigade close to Zagoraikovka. Clusters of manpower and hardware of the 14th, 41st Mechanized, and 57th Motorized Infantry Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine near Kurilovka, Podoli, Timkovka, and Sinkovka were hit by fire. APU losses amounted to 30 servicemen, 3 motor vehicles, as well as 1 2S-1G Vostok self-propelled artillery system. In Krasny Liman direction, the center group of forces in cooperation with helicopters and artillery repelled 1 attack launched by an assault group of the 50th National Guard Regiment near Grigorovka. In addition, the manpower and hardware of the 67th Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 125th Territorial Defense Brigade close to Yampilovka and Serebryanka were neutralized. The enemy's losses amounted to 50 troops and 2 motor vehicles. In Donetsk direction, the Yug group of forces supported by artillery and heavy flamethrowers repelled 1 attack launched by an assault group of the 67th Mechanized Brigade close to Kleshchevka. Also, manpower and military hardware of the 28th and 30th Mechanized Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine were eliminated near Vasyukovka and Kurdyumovka. The enemy has lost up to 130 Ukrainian personnel killed and wounded, as well as 2 armored fighting vehicles and 3 motor vehicles in this direction. During counter-battery warfare, 2 M-Stabi howitzers, 1 J-Vostok self-propelled artillery system, and 1 D-30 gun were hit. In South Donetsk direction, the Vostok group of forces exploited results of artillery fire to defeat manpower and hardware of the 79th Air Assault Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine near Novomikhailovka. Up to 70 Ukrainian troops, 2 infantry fighting vehicles, and 2 motor vehicles were neutralized. In Zaporizhzhia direction, the Russian group of forces, airstrikes and artillery fire defeated clusters of manpower and hardware of the 82nd Air Assault and 71st Jaeger Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine near Verbovoy. Up to 20 troops and 2 motor vehicles were neutralized. In Kherson direction, as a result of complex fire damage, up to 40 servicemen of the Armed Forces of Ukraine were eliminated, as well as 3 motor vehicles, operational, tactical, and Army aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, and missile troops and artillery of the Russian groups of forces have engaged AFU manpower and hardware in 123 areas during the day. Air defense systems shot down 5 unmanned aerial vehicles near Verkhnekamenka, Pesky, and neutralized 3 HIMARS-MLRS projectiles. In total, 536 airplanes and 254 helicopters, 9,045 unmanned aerial vehicles, 441 air defense missile systems, 13,489 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,185 combat vehicles equipped with MLRS, 7,138 field artillery guns and mortars, as well as 15,422 units of special military equipment have been destroyed during the special military operation.